and welcome to Watch It, filmed at the magnificent Smallbrook Studios, not at all in my room because that would look way too amateurish.
Yeah, we've upgraded. Hi, I'm Luke.
Hi, I'm Wayne, and welcome to another Watch It, a movie review show with a difference.
So basically, me and Wayne are going to swap films with one another. We're not going to know what the films are, so we basically have to watch them and give our honest opinion about them.
Now, these movies could be from anywhere. It doesn't have to be brand new. It could be from films from like 50, 60, 70 years ago. It honestly doesn't matter. As long as we actually do have a copy of it to watch, which obviously does help.
Yeah.
Could get possibly reviewed here on Watch It. So what was the film that I asked you to watch, Luke?
You asked me to watch Follow a Star.
Now, I am a huge Norman Wisdom fan. In fact, if you watched the last Watch It show, Luke reviewed a show called Chaplin. And I remember a story that Norman Wisdom was saying in an interview one day where he went over to Charlie Chaplin's house in America, and he was in his office and he was looking around all these what back then were like VHS tapes or such like, and all of a sudden because where Norman Wisdom was actually stars in this film, I should add that, was looking for all the movies that Charlie Chaplin liked, and he saw all the movies that pretty much that Norman Wisdom had actually made. Because if you go to somebody who you're a fan of and you find they're a fan of your own work, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the story of this film. It's a film called Follow a Star, which actually is my all-time favourite Norman Wisdom film. And like a lot of Norman's movies, he's one of those sort of people that he's always the butt of the joke. You know, he can't really. He's very shy in this, and things go wrong with him and things like that. But the idea is that he's a wannabe singer, but has no confidence whatsoever. If he sings in front of audiences, he goes very shy. And another singer who's kind of on the way out steals his voice because he realises he can actually sing. And a lot of crazy things happen. What do you think?
I haven't laughed at a film like this in a long time. I found every time he got into a situation or went somewhere, something funny happened and I burst out laughing. I really just enjoyed the film. One, the comedy factor. Two, I know who Norman Wisdom is. It reminds me, you can obviously tell that Lee Evans is influenced by him, and I love Lee Evans, so I think that's why I love Norman Wisdom so much, because they remind me of one another. So to see Norman actually in these films and just doing ridiculous stuff, without giving too much away, there's this one scene where a football gets thrown out into the crowd. Norman Wisdom does what
in a theatre.
Yeah, in a theatre. Yeah, does whatever he can to get to the ball so he can throw it back. And first ball he throws goes on top of the curtain. Ball gets thrown out again. He gets it, and he's sort of looking up and throws it up. But he doesn't throw it up. He throws it at the conductor's head, which knocks him over. And I literally spat my drink out because I didn't expect that. I found it that funny, and there's quite a nice love story in there as well between Norman and the girl who plays the piano for him, and he wants to get enough money so he can help her walk again. And I thought that was really sweet. And the guy who, like you said, steals his voice. It's just gets to the point where he's one of those guys you think, oh, I hate you. I really hate you for doing what you've done. But you know, justice gets him.
Also, there is a lot of sort of what do they call it? Not co-stars. I suppose we could call them co-stars, but they're like guest appearances in the movie.
Yeah.
Hattie Jakes, who I'm a huge fan of. If you're a fan of carry-on films like I am, she's in this quite a bit. She's pretty much co-stars, and then John Le Mesurier plays a small part in it as well, and he's hilarious.
Was that the woman from? Oh, you said from the Carry On films. Was she the one who was teaching him to sing? Yeah. Right. Okay. I thought I recognised her.
And John Le Mesurier was like, it wasn't a butler. They ended up going to like this posh restaurant sort of thing, and I won't tell you too much in case you want to see it, because I tell you what, it's really worth seeing. He's a bit of a snob, even though he's like the waiter there, and he's a bit of a snob, and everybody's a little bit wary of him. But
he's done a few Hammer films. He's done a few Hammer films.
Has he?
Yeah. Is that the butler, the one who he keeps calling over for put more stuff on his plate? Yeah, he's done a few Hammer films with Christopher Lee. I thought I recognised him.
Dad's Army.
Oh yeah, he's in that as well.
Yeah, he's played the sergeant in Dad's Army. And it's like, they're only like little 10-minute segments like when he's in it, but he just does it perfectly. And I mean, I'm very lucky in sense, really, because I actually did get to see Norman Wisdom live. He used to do tours and that, and he'd actually do like bits from his movies.
Oh wow!
And the thing is, Norman was a huge, very talented person. He could sing, act. He's also a musician. He could play drums and trumpets and all sorts. And I do remember when I saw him live, there was a bit where, getting a bit away from the film, I know, but there was a piano on the stage. And Norman, who at that time has got to be in his 80s, early 80s, he takes a run at the piano and sort of jumps up. So he sort of runs at the piano area, he jumps up and turns like that. So he's sat on the edge and he's like, balances it and falls off. And then he goes back and starts again, runs up, and he literally goes over the piano. I'm not let me just jump in. He literally jumps onto the piano and does this roll over, and he's on the floor the other side. Tell you what, Norman was brilliant. He's really is missed. So out of 10, how would you give the acting from everybody generally?
This is actually going to be quite hard because it wasn't a film to be taken serious. I didn't think so anyway, because this is quite a challenging actually. I'd probably say an 8 because I enjoyed all the characters. I thought the one who stole Norman's voice, he done it that well. I hated him. I hated his character that much because he played it really well. I always hear people say they played such a bad guy that good, you hate them. And he done it really well, and Norman was just hilarious and pretty much all the film. Like I said, everything he'd done, I just couldn't stop laughing. And so an 8, I think, for all of them. Even the supporting cast were really good.
But the story itself?
It was different. It was certainly different, so I'd probably give it like a high 7 or 7.5 out if that's something I normally do these days, isn't it? 7.5.
Yeah, put a bit of half in.
Yeah. But yeah, I think. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to. I know what I'm going to say. It's more. I think with this, it's because there was so much comedy, and if it was more of a serious film, I think I'd probably said like a high 8. But I think that because it was mostly comedy, rather than something to be taken serious, I think that's why I'd give it like a 7.5. But I certainly would buy it because like I said, I've not laughed at like that before, not in a long time.
So would you recommend for somebody who has never heard of Norman Wisdom, which would be shocking personally, but I'm sure it is the case somewhere, and they asked you what film to watch, and would you suggest Follow a Star?
Oh yeah. I mean, any British person who doesn't know who Norman Wisdom is, he doesn't deserve to be alive.
And on that note, also the people with the white coats will come and get him soon. I think it was Albania. I'm not entirely sure, but back when it was obviously the communists and all that sort of stuff, there was only certain movies that they would show, Western movies anyway. And in fact, Norman Wisdom became so famous in that country, even like years and years after the sort of the Iron Curtain fell and all that sort of stuff. He would go there and he would be like mobbed by people who were huge fans of his.
Oh, wow.
So only there's any Western movie that will get shown. I think it was in Albania. Don't quote me on it. And if you do know the answer, please write in the comments below, because I like to make sure I'm saying things correctly in that. But so his movies were I think one of the only Western movies that would be shown there.
Oh wow!
Wow, there you go. Okay, now the movie Luke asked me to watch was a film called Free Fire.
So basically, Free Fire is about an IRA group of guys going to buy some guns from, I guess they're American South African sort of force at this warehouse, and to cut it short, things go horribly wrong, and it just results into a shootout.
Wait for this should be fun. Oh my word.
Bad?
Oh my word. Yeah, do you remember? I've said about doing when we do these shows. It can either be quite interesting where I see a movie which I wouldn't have thought about watching.
Yeah.
And which would be wow, that's interesting, that's good or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And other times it'd be painful.
Yeah.
Bloody painful. Maybe I shouldn't have sat on it, but bloody painful. No, I didn't. I did watch a home movie.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I just didn't like it. There's no real story to it. Like Luke said, I don't know if it was the IRA or not, but some Irish people were over there. I think some English as well, and they were together, and they went to buy guns basically, and but because one of the ones on there didn't get on with somebody from another gang, from an American gang, it turned out to be just this continuous shootout all the way through. I mean, they don't change the scenery. They are in a abandoned warehouse kind of thing. So they are there all the time. Mostly blokes and one woman.
Yeah.
And there's lots of shooting and things like that. To me, there is no story in here whatsoever. In fact, it reminded me of an Elvis movie. Not that there ever did any Elvis movies where a lot of people got shot. Or for you, I haven't seen that one yet.
Thank you very much.
But there was a film. Yeah, very much. There was a film called Stay Away Joe, which if you ever watch that film, you would actually like to stay away because he would come back. He came back from somewhere, whether it was the army or whatever it was, and they'd have a party, and then there was a shootout, and there's party shootout. Well, this is basically the Elvis movie without the songs and just continuous shootouts. In this case, but not in the Elvis movie, it wasn't a shootout; it was just fights. That was a shootout for. But no, I just didn't like this movie. I couldn't. It's sort of set in the 70s.
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah.
So they got that sort of. What's the word? I don't know. There's a 70s, early 80s sort of over the top sort of genre TV bad guy kind of thing. That's what I can't think of the word I'm trying to find. So acting wise, I would say although I didn't like the movie, I'm sure they were told to act in that way, so I'll probably give them a high 8.
Oh well, that's quite impressive still.
Yeah, I mean it was very corny. I thought. Story wise, 2. I'm being really generous.
Did find none of the dialogue funny or
Odd little bits and pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But nothing that sort of I thought this is really worth watching. So I would say that anybody who just wants to see a shootout with practically no story whatsoever, apart from the fact that two guys didn't like each other and that's how they ended up shooting fights or what began. I'd recommend it from that point of view.
yeah.
But for a movie, if you're thinking about wanting to watch a gangster movie with a really good plot and that, the only plot you should put this in is one you're going to bury it in. Sorry, Luke.
Sorry. It's your opinion,
But there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Watch it. Hope you've enjoyed it. So we do these shows. They're released on YouTube at 6 p.m. UK time every Sunday evening, and they're going to be 10 episodes altogether. I think it's episode 5.
Yep.
And obviously that means we've got episodes 1 to 4 before us. If you want to watch any of those, please do. And there's lots of other things going on here at Small Book as well. In fact, so I won't say too much about it yet, but possibly on the next episode. I think we'll probably say about it then. We are doing a spin-off of Watch It. So something very connected to it, which Luke's going to produce, and we'll let you know about that very soon. But thank you very much for watching this. If you like it, please hit the like button on our YouTube channel, and of course if you want to support the channel, please subscribe. It is very much appreciated. So until next week, bye bye for now.
Bye bye.